Happy hunting! Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 surprisingly valuable things you might have at home. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at common items people have in their homes that are more valuable than they appear. Number 10. Stamps.
Find something that helps you focus on other things. Like what? Stamp collecting?
You probably feel pretty stupid for making fun of your little brother's stamp collection now, don't you? Stamp collecting can be an incredibly lucrative endeavor if you know what you're looking for.
This stamp collection, how much was it worth exactly?
Well, it's hard to put a price tag on an item like that because of, the sentimental value.
At the high end of the scale, some stamps have sold for millions of dollars. But we're willing to bet these one-of-a-kind items aren't sitting in your drawer collecting dust.
What is it worth?
Well, the money is unimportant.
That being said, some less rare stamps are still worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Simply start opening drawers and cupboards around your home and chances are you'll stumble upon a stamp or two. Who knows? They might just be worth something someday.
It's the most valuable stamp in the world. It's called the Gazette Moldave. It was printed by hand on colored paper and marked with the initials of the printer. Today, it has a value of $100,000.
Number 9. Ads.
It's not called the wheel. It's called the carousel.
Vintage ads aren't just time capsules from a different era. They're basically free cash. Free cash that's sitting in a box somewhere in your home, waiting for you to find it. The best sellers are usually ads for stuff like vintage cars, food, alcohol, guns, and trains, because who doesn't love a picture of an old train?
I'd like to buy the world a home.
These ads are mostly found in old magazines and trade publications and can net you anywhere from $1 to $20, although some have been known to sell for much more. All you need to get started is a pair of scissors and a willingness to use them. Happy cutting! Number 8. Video games. Whether you've outgrown them, need some extra cash, or simply upgraded your gaming system, video games are the oft-forgotten gems lurking in your entertainment unit.
Honey, I'm concerned you're getting addicted to this game.
Oh, please, Mom. I can stop anytime I want.
Okay, how about now?
I said anytime I want.
As long as they're still in decent shape, video games can net you a nice little profit or store credit depending on what you're looking for. GameStop and EB Games are two examples of stores that will buy back your old games. And if you don't feel like leaving the house, you can always try to sell them on eBay.
Empty your pockets.
Why?
You know why, the Nintendo DS.
Oh, and don't forget about that old Game Boy that's been gathering dust for the past 20 years. It could be worth upwards of $100.
And the PSP. Now the Game Boy.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Number 7. Magazines.
I guess we'll just have to go back to using the original internet. Magazines.
Everyone has an old magazine lying around their house somewhere. And guess what? People want to buy them from you.
Time, Newsweek, The Economist. It's all freaking CNN stuff. Where's People magazine? I want photos of celebrities buying groceries and sweatpants.
If you've ever perused an antique store, chances are you noticed some highly priced vintage copies of Sports Illustrated and Life magazine sitting in bins. It isn't a trick. Those bad boys are worth some serious scratch. Old Vogues, Macleans, and Playboys can net you anywhere from $10 to $1,000, sometimes more.
I used to watch your show all the time. I even have that old Playboy when Space Princess Alexa did that spread.
At best, you make a nice little profit off of something that would have otherwise gone unnoticed. And at worst, you find some cool old magazines to flip through. It's a win-win.
I'm definitely going to mention that in my profile in Businessman Magazine.
Businessman Magazine?
No, check that out. Businessman Magazine.
Number 6. Children's toys.
I just wanted to drop these old toys off.
Kids lose interest in toys fast. One day they can't leave the house without their insert children's toy here, and the next it's discarded beneath their bed or buried in a closet.
You sure they won't miss these? No, they never get played with.
That's where you come in. Round up some of those unwanted toys, and we guarantee you'll be as happy as your kids were the first time they played with them. Heck, some of those toys might even belong to you from when you were a kid.
Mr. Lotso, do toys here get played with every day?
All day long, 5 days a week.
As long as you're not throwing away memories, children's toys are fair game when it comes to making a few extra bucks. If they're old enough, they may even have become collectibles. Number 5. Electronics.
Oh, look insane. Why do you have an electric guitar?
This phone
situation has me really jazzed up. Excuse my language.
The speed at which technology is advancing can render even the most sophisticated electronic devices obsolete within a matter of years. This can lead to the erroneous assumption that secondhand electronic devices are worthless.
Fascinating. Where do you put your music? Why is there a rope?
Your old television, laptop, or iPod is far from devoid of value, though. In fact, it might just be the thing that helps you pay for your new television, laptop, or iPod.
Whoa. Video iPod.
Oh, wow.
Old electronics can net sellers hundreds of dollars, and we're willing to bet you have some in your home at this very moment.
Print out a picture of me using a laptop from 1982. Whoever grabs their printout first is the winner.
Number 4. Music. Vinyl, CDs, etc.
Wait a minute, where's the old man?
A fortune may be lurking in your old vinyl or CD collection. Rare records, limited edition CDs, and the like are quietly circulating the globe at this very instant. But many remain hidden in basements, closets, and drawers, just waiting to be rediscovered.
Take his records? Do you realize how valuable that record collection is?
So perhaps it's time you start going through that box of records from your grandparents tucked away in the basement. Or maybe you own a copy of Eminem's Slim Shady EP, worth between $500 and $2,800. Or Smile, a Michael Jackson Signature Series South African promo CD, worth roughly $1,500. Who knows what you'll find? Number 3. VHS movies.
Hey, check it out, a VHS tape. You want to watch a movie?
Yes, even old VHS tapes are worth something these days. So you might want to swing by your parents' house to see if they still have your copy of Tales from the Quad Dead Zone kicking around from your angst-ridden, horror-loving teenage years. It could be worth thousands. Though big-ticket VHS are rare, exploitation flicks and cheesy horror movies are worth investigating, as they tend to sell for the most.
No, we just thought we could bring our VHS tapes and just fast forward through the commercial. Okay, I realize how terrible that sounds.
If you're interested in a little extra cash, the Black Diamond classic versions of Disney films can earn you up to $25 a pop. Too bad the majority of the world sold and/or threw out their VHS tapes years ago. Number 2. Sewing patterns.
It's a sewing machine. It's a sewing machine.
For those of you who didn't grow up in the first half of the 20th century, sewing patterns are used in sewing and fashion design and are essentially templates, ones that will be layered atop fabric in order to create specific designs.
Are you sewing?
Yeah. This is my country's emblem.
Once upon a time, big-name companies would sell these templates to consumers so they could sew them in the comfort of their own home. Nowadays, one of these patterns can fetch you more than $100 if it's the right one. While you may not have any lying around your home, we're willing to bet your grandmother just might.
I mean, too bad it's more than our rent, but I think I can sew something like it.
Number 1. Cards.
This is wonderful.
It's my baseball card collection. It's yours now.
Remember how you used to make fun of your little brother for collecting baseball cards too? Big mistake.
Okay, Newhouse. I'll trade your Carl Jastrzemski baseball card for my Omar Vizquel. Deal.
Those little pieces of cardboard and plastic are now some of the most valuable collectibles on the planet. With some, such as the 1909 to 1911 T206 Honus Wagner baseball card, fetching upwards of $3 million.
We are the true owners of an authentic Honus Wagner card.
Ooh! And good news, we're selling.
But it's not just sports cards that are worth something. Pokemon cards, such as a mint-condition first edition Charizard, have been known to sell for up to $300 on eBay.
This kid right here is just wasting his Charizard. You are wasting your Charizard!
Perhaps it's time you took a trip down to the family storage unit. There's no telling what you might find.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.